Earth surface. Okay, life is possible on Earth because of the presence of water, air, soil, which constitute the Earth's three realms or domains. Okay, so see, we are living on Earth. There is life on Earth only because of three reasons. Why? Because on Earth we have air, we have water, and we have soil. Okay, and all this has is related to the three domains. What three domains? Hydrosphere related to what, children?
Hydrosphere,
Water
Related to
and
water. Very good. Atmosphere related to
air and
air, and lithosphere related
land.
to
Land.
land, that is soil. Okay, so that's the reason all these three components are very important. Now, living being, you just underline this presence of air, water, and soil, and then underline hydrosphere, atmosphere, and lithosphere. One whole underline. Why you're wasting time? Okay. Next is living beings on Earth are found in a narrow zone contact between these three realms, okay, where they interact with each other. This zone is the fourth realm, which is known as the biosphere. Please underline fourth zone known as biosphere. Okay, so now basically see all these, we had started this even in the chapter atmosphere earlier, right? That all these three components combine together to form another zone, that is the biosphere. You remember we've done it in atmosphere also,
Yes,
the
ma'am.
same thing,
Yes.
right? So in other words, we can say that biosphere supports life. Do you all agree biosphere means it supports life?
World.
Yes, the interaction of these realms occurs at the surface of the earth. The surface of the earth, this is also very important. Okay, so all these things, the interaction of all these four realms, the four domains happens where it happens on the surface of the earth, right? So the surface of the earth, also called as lithosphere, please underline the whole sentence. The surface of the earth, also called as lithosphere, is the outermost solid layer of the earth. Okay, so surface of the earth means it is the outermost solid layer of the earth. Clear, children? Have you all understood till here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, just scroll down, please. You all can read this, children. Scroll down. All right, so you must have seen these diagrams. See the diagrams of the earth's crust. The following diagram of a section of earth shows the depths of various layers in the earth's surface. You had done this earlier in the previous classes. Crust, mantle,
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
outer
My
core,
fourth standard.
fourth standard. Yes, so it is just like a revision for you all. So this is how the earth has different layers, right? The various layers it has in, and each layer goes deeper and deeper, right? Beginning from the outermost surface. Clear? So here they have given you, they've compared the earth's crust along with one fruit. Which is that fruit?
Peach.
Yes. So one layer, the outermost layer, we have the skin, then you have the inner peach layer, right? And then you have the what, the inner core and the outer core. Can you see
Yes, ma'am.
in the fruit? All right. Now next diagram. All these children, before I continue further, please make a note of it. All these diagrams are very important. In this particular chapter, you have many diagrams, and you might get a question to draw a diagram. So this particular chapter, you have to practice all the diagrams in your class workbooks. Now, can you see there's one more diagram? The following diagram of a section of earth shows the depths of its various layers. Can you see? It's just like a piece of a cake is being cut from the earth's surface, and then in depth they are explaining you the different layers similar in a similar manner, that is inner core, outer core, mantle, and the earth's crust. So earth's crust is where usually the outer part or the inner part of the earth's surface. What, children? It's, yeah, that's the earth's surface. Okay, can you see the mantle? Can you show them the mantle? Yes. Then you have the outer core. That's the outer core. Then you have the inner core. Clear? All these diagrams you've already done in the previous classes. All right, we'll go further. Next, the lithosphere is the rigid outer part of the earth. Okay, so the lithosphere is what? It is the surface of the earth. It's the rigid outer part of the earth, and it consisting of the crust and the part of the upper mantle which contains rigid rocks. Its structure looks somewhat like this. So can you see the picture of lithosphere has been given? So underline this particular line, that lithosphere, it is the rigid outer part of the earth. Okay, lithosphere is the rigid outer part of the earth. Can you see lithosphere? Can you see the how they have marked the outer part of the earth's surface? Children, am I audible to you all?
Yes,
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. All right. So this is something which we've already done. We are just revising it once again. Can you scroll down, please? Please draw all these diagrams in your notebook. Now we'll study in depth about the same. The thinnest and the outermost solid layer of the land of the earth is the crust. This is important. So what is the crust, children?
the thinnest and the outermost solid.
Very good, Asta. Very good, Asta. So crust is the thinnest and it is the outermost solid layer of the land. Can you see the skin of the fruit? It is the thinnest part and it is the outermost part, the skin of the fruit, as it was shown in the diagram. Okay, please underline that, the thinnest and the outermost. Okay, then land reforms, rocks, stones are all stones and soil are part of this layer. Okay, the its thickness ranges. Now, so if it is saying that is the outermost part, so what things are included in this outermost part? You get all the landforms, you get rocks, you get the soil, you get the stones in this particular layer, which is the crust. All right, and it's the outermost earth surface of the earth. Now, what is the thickness of this particular layer? It is almost 5 to 8 kilometer depth and of 50 kilometer or more. Okay, you can underline this also. Landforms, rocks, stones and soil are included in this layer. So you know, okay, this layer consists of what things? All these things are included in this layer, which is the outermost layer. Now, it is thicker in some places than others. So it varies, you know, some places this particular layer will be very thicker, some places it won't be that thicker, all right? So the depth won't be so much. The crust under the ocean floors is called the oceanic crust. Very important. What is the oceanic crust?
The
Underline here.
crust under the ocean floors is called the oceanic crust.
Very good, Shlok. The crust which is under the ocean floors is called the oceanic crust. So you know what are oceans? Seas,
Yes,
rivers,
ma'am.
right?
Water
Okay.
bodies.
Yes. Now it is thinner than the continental crust which lies under the continent. So this oceanic crust is much thinner than the continental crust. All right. Now, therefore, one can say that the crust is the surface on which we live and which suppose the water bodies that comprise of hydrosphere. So we also use water from the oceans, isn't it? Yes or no? Yes. Do we use water from the oceans?
No, ma'am. No.
Yes. But can we see oceans? Oceans are visible to us?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. So this shows what? That the surface on which we live, all right, it has water bodies as well. We can see the rivers, we can see the seas, we can see the oceans, right?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
this is that surface or that crust surface of the earth where human beings live, and they can also see water bodies. Water bodies, that means it consists of hydrosphere. Clear till your children, everyone?
Yes.
Okay, let's scroll down. The surface of the earth is not even. Do you all agree with this?
Yes,
Earth's
ma'am.
surface, is it
Yes,
even or
ma'am.
it's not even? It is uneven, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes.
How
Yes,
it is
ma'am.
uneven? Who will tell me why? How it is uneven?
Ma'am,
How can?
because some places have mountains and some places have
Yes,
plains.
yes, yes. Very good, Astha. It has changed over time and continues changing. So, and it see the surface, it is changed and it is changing now also, right? So this is very important. The surface of the earth is not even. Underline that. When earth was cooling, some regions sank while others remained high. The lower regions got filled with water and became seas and oceans, whereas the higher regions were left dry and became continents and highlands. Okay, this is important. Lower regions and higher regions. So, underline this, the lower regions became what? Oceans
Oceans.
and seas. The higher regions, so some regions, became higher, some regions remained lower, right? So the lower regions included what? The seas and the oceans. And what did the higher regions included?
Continents and
Ma'am,
high.
the
Very
land
good.
on which we live.
Very good, Shlok. Continents and highlands. Highlands, such as what? Mountains, continue to evolve gradually as sections of plates of the crust rise, sink, and float as they move over the mantle. These highlands are where rivers and streams originate. Most of these flow into the sea. So, see, now highlands means the mountains, right? And the mountains are gradually evolving. Why? Because of the functions of the plates of the earth's crust. Okay, so there's a change, there was a change, and there's still a change among what? Among the mountains and among the rivers and the streams. Please underline this. These highlands are where rivers and streams originate, and also underline they continue to evolve. They continue to evolve gradually because of what? Because of the
Sections of the
plates of the earth's crust, right? Clear till your children?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, let's go further. Now, about 71% of earth's surface is composed of water. You will definitely get an objective question on this. How much percent of earth's surface is composed of water?
71%.
Yeah, please
71%.
underline that and encircle 71. So you remember that you need to uh, mark it. Yeah. So this water is found where? Now, if we have, that's the reason the earth looks like most of the earth is covered with which color? Whenever you
Blue.
all are drawing a
Blue.
Blue.
color. Why? Because 71%
Of
consists of
the
water.
earth.
Now, if it is water, water in what forms? In the forms of seas, in the forms of oceans, lakes, rivers, ponds, streams, and groundwater. So these are the various ways in which the water is found on the earth's surface. Please underline, okay? These are the forms in which the water is available, different forms in which the water is available on the earth. Now, all these water bodies together form hydrosphere. Do you agree? When all the
Yes,
water
ma'am.
bodies
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
they together form hydrosphere. Okay, the surface of the earth is therefore exposed to the forces of moving water. Okay, it is also exposed to atmosphere and affected by strong winds and extremes of weather. As a result, it tends to wear off in places where rocks are weak. This wearing away not only modifies existing landforms such as valleys and plains, but also leads to the formation of soil and sand. So, do you all agree with this? See, the changes in the water bodies. Now we all know that we have a moving water. Now when the water is moving, because of what reasons? Because of strong winds or because of weather conditions, the water moves, right? Do you all agree with this? It
Yes,
affects the strong winds and the extreme weather conditions are affected by the affects the water. Now if it is affecting the water, what happens is it in turn results in modifying and changing the landforms, right? You must have studied earlier also. Okay, it modifies the valleys, it modifies the plains because of the flow of the water. All right, and it also results in the formation of soil and sand. Yes, so please underline this. Number one, um, strong winds. Okay, affected by strong winds and extreme weather. Underline that.
ma'am, we can get a question how soil and sand form.
Yes, you have a question. Yes, how soils and sands are formed. So this is how they are formed. Since the moving water is affected because of strong winds and extreme weather conditions, what happens? It not only modifies. Please underline this. It not only modifies the existing landforms such as valleys and plains, but what it leads to, it also leads to the formation of, underline the whole thing, soil and sand. Okay, so you might get a give reason how, or you might get a question, explain the formation of soil and sand. So this is where you get the answer. Clear? Very good, Asta. Very nice. So you had done this earlier, Asta,
Yes, ma'am.
in the previous class. Good.
Yes.
Good. So you remember, that's more important. Clear, children? Have
Yes,
you all
ma'am.
understood till here?
Yes.
Okay. Now there's one important thing I wanted to tell you. It was discussed in the meetings as well. These glossary in this entire chapter has lots of new words. All the glossaries you need to be thorough with, because you might get an objective question from these glossaries also. Okay, so please take it and mark it as important. All right, now let's do the question answers, what we've studied today. Let's see if you can answer me. Draw a tree diagram to illustrate the components of the Earth's surface. That's so simple. Yeah, tell me what are the components of the Earth's surface. You'll tell me orally. What are the components?
Air, water,
Hmm? Yes.
Air, water, soil.
air, water,
And
oxygen, atmosphere,
what are the different components of soil?